Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, we have created one of the model class as a cart model class, and here I have defined all that our field, right? And also here I defined some of the function, and that is our get total function. So here with this we can actually calculate that data. So now I want to create another class. So here I want to define another class as a class order, and here it should be inherited our models and the model, right? So now I want to define one of the fields. So here I should be I name it as a order item. So I order items. Okay, so into this orders items it should be defined with our models, and also it should be as a many to many relation. Because of all, customer can add multiple product, right? So customer can add multiple products. So this all multiple product we have to define in our cart area, and also one order can add that multiple cart data. So for the reasons here you have to defining it with our many to many. So I just simply define as a many. Okay, many to many field. So I just simply define as a many to many field. So many to many, it should be with our which one? It should be with our this class as a cart. So here I just simply define that cart, right friends? So it should be one of the relation as a many to many relation. I just simply defining it. And also here we need our user. So when this user will create any cart, automatically it should be created one of the order. That means one of the order, in particular that order class area. So for the reasons here I define as a user. So it should be just like that same with our models, with our models, and it should be as a foreign key we have to call. Our foreign key will be in our setting. So that means the settings, and then auth. And then also we have to define that on delete. So on delete will be with our models, and then the cascade, right? That means the cascade. And also here we have to define one of the ordered. That means our total ordered I want to take. So you just simply define as a ordered, and into the ordered area we have to define our condition. That means here I want to make the things as a boolean. So it should be, as I told you, it should be actually needed for our checkout page. So now I just simply defining it as a boolean field. So when I actually show you into our front end, then everything will be very much clear to you. Okay, so right now I just simply define as a ordered, and with the models, with this model I define the type as a boolean field type, and here I make the things as a default false. Okay, I just make as a default false. So that means when our any purchase, that means when a user will purchase any product, so that is actually purchase I have defined as a false, right? That means when it should be as a true, that means this is purchase is complete, and then it should be redirected to our ordered area, and into the ordered area by default I make the things as a false. So when this user will complete this our order portion with the payment, then our this function, that means this default value will be updated as a true. Okay, so with when it should be as a true, that means this order is totally completed. So here I just make that as a false, and also we need our created. So that is a created, and here with these models it should be as a date time. So here I just simply define as a date time field, and it should be as a auto, right? That means the auto now add and make as a true. So I just simply define as a true. And then our payment ID also be needed. So I just simply define as a payment. Okay, payment ID, and with this payment ID we can actually define our orders. So for the reasons here I define with the payment ID will be as with our models, it should be as a character field. Okay, it should be as a character field, and here I define one of the maximum length. So maximum length will be as a 254. Okay, sorry. So I just simply define as a 264, and then I have to make the things as a blank. Blank will be as a true, and also I make the things as a null. So null will be as a true. So I just simply defining it. And also we need our order ID. So I just simply define our order ID. So with this order ID it should be also the models. Into the models it should be as a character field. So character field here I define as a maximum length. Maximum length for our this order ID I define as a 200, and then make that things as a blank. Blank will be as a true, and then also I make as a null as a true. Okay, I just simply define as a true. That means when our purchase is complete, when our total order is now complete, and also here you can see now we have to actually find out our total get amount. That means that's 6,000 and our item to our total quantity price as a 2,000, right? So now we have to define another things for getting our total amount. That means it should be define our total, and total amount will be as a 2,000 and then 600. That means the 2,600, right? So here we have to defining it. So now if you want to get this total amount data, then we have to actually add one of the loop, right? Because first of all it should be looping that data and take that our this amount, and after that it should be loop again for get our this amount. So for the reasons I want to take another one of the function. So I just simply define the div and name it as a get underscore totals. Okay, I just name it as a get underscore totals, and here I have to define as a self. So it will be as a self, and then here I define our total amount will be started from 0. So I just simply define as a total will be as a 0, and then I want to define one of the for each. That means for loop I just simply define a for and our order underscore item. So our order item in, and then here we have to define that self, and with this self I define our order items. Okay, I just name it as the order items. So I just simply define our order items all data. So that is our order items all data, right? So now here we have to define our calculate data. That means our total amount. So I just simply define the total plus equal to, and I just make that thing as a float. Okay, I just make as a float, and it should be added our this loop with our this order item. So this order item, and here it should be get our this total. That means that get total amount, right? Because here, as I told you, it should be looping our first of all this item data, that means total amount data, and then our second item data, and then it should be get our total amount. So for the reasons here I have defined this condition. That means here I have defined one of the function as a get total. So here we have to add our this get total, right friend? So here I just simply add it, and after that I want to define as a return and return our total. So I just simply define our this total amount. So that is our total. Perfect. So now whatever we purchase, from our cart area, so when we actually make the things order complete, then we have to complete it with our total amount, right? For the reasons here I have defined our total amount with our get totals. So I think it's now very much clear to you. So now I want to migrate it, because here we have to migrate our two of this table, that means our order and our cart, right? So now let's do that work. I just click as a save all. And now here I want to do, you can see there is also some of the error. So that is our unexpected auto now. So that is our, you can see I define as a auto. So that will be as a auto, and then now, and then our true. Okay, now I just click as a save all again. So better in our view, into the view area I want to make some of the change, then it should be load again actually. So here better I just close it. Okay, I just close it and run this server again as a py, and then manage.py, and then run server, click as a enter. Yeah, you can see it's now perfectly running. So now I want to migrate it. So here I just click as a save all. Yeah, everything is running well. So now I want to migrate it. Better I want to close it and now open our terminal. So now I want to migrate our these two of this model. That means here I have created as a order, and also I have created another one as a cart. So you have to migrate it. If you want to migrate it, then I think you already know about it. You have to define as a py, and then manage.py, and then make migrations. Make migrations, and our app name as app underscore order. So I just simply define our app order, because of all that is our application name, that is our app order, right? So now I just click as a enter. So you can see there is a clear spelling mistake. So here we have to define as a py, and then manage.py, and that make migrations, and then app underscore order. Now click as a enter. Yeah, you can see now it's perfectly create our two of this model. That is our one of the cart, another is our order. So now I want to migrate it. So pi and then manage.py and then migrate. So I just simply define as a pi, manage pi, and the migrate, click as a enter. Yeah, you can see it's now successfully initialize all that our table. So now if you want to visible it, we have to visible it in our admin. So that is in our app, go to the admin pi, and here first of all we have to import both of these. So from our app, that is our app order, right? So from our app orders, that is actually the models. So from our app orders, and that is our models, and here I have created two of this class. So here we have to import, so import our cart, and also I have created as order, right? So I just simply input both of this. So now we have to register it. So in our admin, and then the site, and then our register, and with the register area we have to add our cart. So I just simply define the card, and also in our admin site and the register, and here we have to add our order. So I just simply define that order. So now if you click as a save all, I just click as a save all, and now go to our server, that means our backend, click as a refresh. So I didn't run our server, maybe. Yeah, I didn't run this server. So pi and then manage.py and then run server, click as a enter. Our server is now running, and now I just refresh it again. Yeah, you can see now it's also added in our app order, that is our card, and that is our order, right? So that is our order portion, and also that is our cart portion. Perfect. So now I have to add this product. So here I have to add this product in our cart area. So first of all we have to set up it, and when this product will be added, and then it should be added this product in our cart area and also in our order area. So how we can do that work in our next video, I will show you that things with a live example. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.